In a time of great famine and drought, long ago in Africa, there lived a brave hunter named Jamba. The land was parched and the rivers had run dry. Jamba decided to venture far from his village in search of food, leaving behind his beloved pregnant wife, Mumbi. It was the hardest decision he ever had to make, but he knew that without food, his family wouldn't survive. With a heavy heart, Jamba hugged Mumbi, promising her, "I will return with food. Stay strong, my love." Eyes filled with tears as she watched Jamba disappear into the horizon. Days turned into weeks, and Mumbi's belly grew as her due date approached. One evening, as the sun set and Mumbi prepared her meagre meal, an ominous shadow loomed over her mud hut. It was an ogre, tall and terrifying, with sharp teeth and glowing red eyes. "I smell a human," the ogre growled. "I am hungry." Terrified, Mumbi pleaded, "Please do not eat me. I am with child." "I will spare you until the child is born. But then, you must offer the child to me. In the meantime, I will stay here and eat whatever food you have." Mumbi, with no other choice, agreed to the dreadful deal. As the days passed, the ogre consumed what little food was left, while Mumbi grew weaker and more desperate. One night, as she lay in bed, she sang a sorrowful song to Jamba, hoping against hope that he might hear her. Outside, a little bird perched on a tree listened to Mumbi's mournful song. Feeling her despair, the bird decided to find Jamba. The bird flew over forests and rivers, tirelessly searching for Jamba. Finally, after many days, it found him in a distant land, hunting for food. "Jamba, Jamba," the bird chirped urgently. "Your wife is in grave danger. An ogre threatens to take your child. You must return home at once." Jamba's heart sank. With renewed determination, he thanked the bird and set off immediately, spear in hand, racing against time to save his family. Jamba arrived at his village just as the sun began to set. He burst into his hut to find the ogre looming over Mumbi, who was in labour. "Step away from her!" Jamba shouted, raising his spear. The ogre turned, its eyes burning with anger. "You dare challenge me, human?" With a fierce battle cry, Jamba lunged at the ogre. They fought ferociously, the clash of their struggle echoing through the village. Finally, with a powerful thrust, Jamba drove his spear into the ogre's heart, defeating the monstrous creature. Exhausted but victorious, Jamba rushed to Mumbi's side. Shortly after, she gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. The village rejoiced, for Jamba had saved his family and rid them of the ogre's terror. Jamba and Mumbi, with their precious daughter, decided to leave the drought-stricken land. They travelled to a place of plenty, where they built a new life filled with joy and abundance. The brave hunter and his family lived happily ever after, their story a testament to courage and love overcoming the darkest of times.